And this is the kind of thing that can overcome the bad news on TV and the bad news that is so much part of media values. You know, it's one of those things. If we can respond with gratitude, which is so appropriate, that conquers the bad news. If we can respond with the short-term horizon to the long-term horizon to see how far we've come and where we are now, and the incredible possibilities we have for where we are going, both in Eretz Yisrael and here. And then finally, look beyond the superficialities to the deeper questions. It all leads to one conclusion. And I mean this with all my heart. It's something I was talking to my son about, who's here with us on this trip and has experienced some of the convention. He's 15. We are the luckiest generation of Jews since Golus began. It's 2,000 years. Think about what that means. 100 generations of Jewish people. We are the most fortunate. Not only, it's an unbelievable thing. The Torah ends. Moshe Rabbeinu can't go into Eretz Yisrael. We go to Eretz Yisrael several times a year. By the way, I'm taking another listener tour to Israel this July. I hope some of you will join us. We had 200 people last time. This time I'm hoping we'll have 300 people. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. We enjoy that. We'd invite you. But you go to, I mean, how many people have been here to Israel sometime in the last 2 years? Yeah, it's an unbelievable thing. We can do things that Moshe 2 weeks ago, right? We can go into Eretz Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He wanted to do it with all his heart, and he couldn't do it. We can. The choices that we have, the choices you have in Los Angeles, in terms of Jewish education, in terms of shuls, in terms of kosher restaurants, Kanai Hara. It's unbelievable tonight with friends at Prime Grill. It's amazing. This didn't exist in Los Angeles at the time we left. Really amazing, amazing, amazing. We have so many reasons for gratitude and so many reasons for encouragement. And let us remember how fortunate we are, because with that, any of the challenges that we have coming up, challenges in an election, challenges, God willing, someday soon, an election in Israel, challenges...
Sooner than that.
Let it be even sooner than that. Let it be... Listen, we are so very fortunate to be in this beautiful home, a new home, Bayit Ne'aman Israel, and to be with friends and to illustrate in the true spirit of the Orthodox Union. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Michael. I'm sorry that there won't be a 76th opportunity this weekend, but as a small token of our appreciation, we'd like to present to you. Luckily, it's not a picture, because that would be the visual aspect of it, although it's beautiful. But it's a beautiful yacht, which you could use to read Sefer Torah. That's something worthwhile.
Fantastic.
Oh, read the inscription. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, yeah. Rabbi Weinreb, come up. Please. Steve, where are the lights? You know? I can't even,
To a great guy.
Trying to catch up to it.
Did you read that? You wrote it.
Appreciation to Michael Medved, the recognition of your invaluable contributions to the public forum of ideas and your participation in our convention, Orthodox Union 17th Annual West Coast Convention, December 20th to 25th. Thank you very much, Michael.
We invite everyone to continue eating.
Did you want to do some questions?
Other questions? Oh, we'll do Oh, absolutely.
People have we'll do it quickly, because I know that people must be starved.
All day.
I just want to make a comment that I encourage you to fight the whole idea at home of no television. Jacob and I raised 2 girls who ended up in universities. We're not with Yaakov, but we raised the children with almost no television, although we had TV at home. And now they thank us and thank us. And we embark of raising, some of us already, seeing grandchildren, I encourage to do the same thing. Very little TV.
Amen.
Very, very little
And let me tell you, people sometimes worry when you talk about a TV-free household. People say, oh, they're going to be such misfits, they'll never fit in. You know what? Believe me, our three children, popular culture seeps in. I don't know where, my son goes to yeshiva. We don't have a TV at home. But he knows all this stuff I wish he didn't know. And,
The friends.
but it's not just the friends, it's just in the air. First of all, it's on the internet. It's the internet. Now, Diane is terrific. She monitors the internet very, very carefully, and she's much more tech savvy than I am. But trust me on this, those of you who might be considering, you don't have to worry that your children won't be hipper with it. I mean, they will get more information than you want. You know when I realized this? It was, it must have been about 20 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. I made a trip to Williamsburg. And I was trying, yes, not Virginia, though I like that too. And it was like a scene from The Chosen, which by the way, it's not the Chosen, it's The Chosen. And a lot of people made a mistake. Oh, here, what a lovely book. It's the Chosen. Right, no. In The Chosen, you may remember they're playing baseball. Well, there are a bunch of kids playing stickball. And they pay us and sits us out, and they're playing stickball, and they're little kids. And one of them was wearing a Batman Returns sweatshirt. And I thought, if even in Williamsburg, somebody's wearing a sweatshirt with Batman Returns, which, by the way, was a lousy movie, really terrible movie, then you're talking about a ubiquitous popular culture. Let me just take a few very quick more questions, and I'll try to be quick in any response. Yes, sir.
Michael, this negativism that you spoke about with television, 50 years ago this was not the case. Many of us remember growing up with I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, even the Ed Sullivan Show. What happened?
Well, part of what happened is, of course, the general collapse of standards associated with the 60s, but there was something else. There was something else, which is, remember, when I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, there were 3 networks and only 3. There was no Fox. There was just ABC, NBC, and CBS, and that was it. And basically, the same way that they used to have standards in movies. They had standards in movies because they had only 8 major studios, and guys got together in 1930 with Will Hayes, the former Postmaster General of the United States, and they all shook hands and they agreed among themselves, we're not going to use the GD word. We're not going to use, God forbid, the S word, therefore, we're not going to show. And they had agreements. It's interesting, the old production code, they have formal agreements that they were not going to even show people, even married people, sitting on the same bed, let alone anything else in the same bed. Because they were basically monopolies, they could control that. What happened is this new multi-channel universe where people now, television, network TV, broadcast TV has to compete with cable, it has to compete with DVDs, it has to compete with pornography on the internet. And because all of this, of course, drags the level down and down and down, because in order to get people's attention, you have to get more and more and more shocking. It's like a heroin addict. I do believe that television in particular is an addiction. And as you know, when you're an addict, or when you're a drunk, or when you're addicted to anything, you need more and more and more of whatever it is that's providing you your fix to give you the same thrill.